One of the interesting topics that I've heard different opinions on from exorcists is the topic of horror films.
Hmm.
I've heard Father Gabriel Amor, Father Jose Antonio Fertua speak about the goodness of a film like The Exorcist. I have a friend who had a conversion experience after watching The Exorcism of Emily Rose, and on the other hand, I've heard of an exorcist who advises against horror films, who says that they can attract demons. So I was curious, what is your take on that topic?
For me, it would depend on the film, and to be honest, I don't like the Exorcist movie because
Mm.
Hollywood took tremendous liberties in making it their movie. It wasn't the actual story of the actual case. In the actual case, it was a little boy, not a little girl. Both priests lived and survived. There was no death of a priest. So all those scenes where there was that desecration of the crucifix, that was all Hollywood added that in. That because it was a boy. Um, and in the end, you know what happened in the real case was there was a statue of St. Michael in the room, and the priests saw the angel Michael come out of the statue, and Michael himself delivered the little boy from the demon. So, like, why isn't that a good enough story for Hollywood? Like, that's amazing. You would think they would leave that in, but they didn't. So, I think it was just too much, and fear can be an open door to the demons. So, when you have tremendous fear, and it can be an access point for them. So, that movie to me was particularly frightening. I saw it when I was a teenager, so it left a deep impact on me, but didn't really like it. However, Nefarius is
Mm.
a brilliant case study in actual possession. That's the most real I've ever seen a movie depict what actually happens with a possessed person. And so that is a great way to understand how the devil works. I was shocked it got made, to be honest.
Yeah, when I saw Nefarious, I was absolutely blown away by its theological precision. I mean, such deep theological insights about so many topics, from the fall of the angels to
Mm-hmm.
the nature of
Mm-hmm.
evil, and you don't get a sense of them ever going astray into theological error, which can be so easily accomplished in a Hollywood movie. So I was also very impressed with it.
I interviewed the producers of that movie, and I did say, my one question is, why did you make the priest have to be such a loser? Like, he was
Mm.
obviously not a strong Orthodox priest. And they
Mhm.
laughed. They said, if the priest was like you, then the movie would have been 12 minutes long. So we needed the
So
priest to come and go.
yes. Yeah,
Made
yeah, and
sense.
it's yeah, and it seems like in using that priest, there was a real message in terms of the demon already having an advantage because of the lack of orthodoxy in the priest, and how
Yeah.
that probably makes them very spiritually vulnerable.
Yeah. Yeah. 100%.
Yeah.